So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video of Sun Ketu conjunction in the 8th house. As in what happens when Sun and Ketu are conjunct in the 8th house of your horoscope. And as always, if you do not know, if you have this particular position, what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in, all the other astrological details, for that check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, consultations, and a link to my academy, Vedic Astrology Academy. So, Sun Ketu in the 8th house. So, when this is in the 8th house, one thing you will see that there could be, first of all, we naturally see that this person will have great interest in investigating things. And sure, it can bring about the natural love for the occult, mysticism, hidden knowledge, but this is a particular position that can bring about in investigating, like somebody who can become a detective in criminal justice system. Somebody wants to investigate murders. It is also a great position for a scientist, because and especially scientists who may want to detect things from the past to kind of like predict the future. Not like astrology, but like, let's say, for example, DNA, virology. Virology being the obvious subject right now, they will have great interest in that. But one thing that happens, a couple of things that can happen here. One is that definitely a person can lack self-confidence and self-esteem, at least until the age of 28. And the other thing you will also see that they may reject father's wealth. Somehow, some way, either father's wealth or give away father's wealth to one of their siblings. But obviously that occurs in certain signs and nakshatra placement. Yet also the psychological issues that they may deal with, that deals with the self-confidence, may stem from either the father or some authoritative figure in their life. And yes, there will be natural ego battles within, like, with the spouse's family. You know, this is the person that can either reject, like cut, or feel from the spouse's family. Because that's what Ketu will do. Ketu will kind of like bend your ego with Sun. So if, let's say, you're successful, and yet when you go to your spouse's family, you will see they will be much more successful than you. And you will feel like your ego has now been cut because you thought this, you know, master's degree person or this PhD, and yet you find out everybody in the spouse's family could be like rocket scientists, surgeons, brain surgeons. And so when they their ego, because that would be the thing with the Sun and Ketu, because they're gonna want to present something always, so their self-confidence stays up, and when they do that, they can rank where they will feel, you know, like, oh, my ego got hurt. And so this, they can be very complex in terms of getting along with, because they always battle psychologically within them that, am I good enough in these people or not? So sometimes you will see them very friendly and just one side of the party, and on some cases they will be the type of person who will be very obnoxious or could suddenly say something that can, you know, create some conflict at some gathering. So it's a very complex thing to understand with this Sun Ketu. And obviously it all stems from past life, you know, and especially even in past life, it'll show they would have been rejected multiple times by the government in terms of either dealing with money or attaining loans. And that can like surface into this particular life as well. But of course, when it comes to research, cult, mysticism, even someone who can live a celibate life, a life of a monk, and that too will depend upon other planetary placement, very strong blocks versus other planets to have those particular themes play out. Okay. So anyway, guys, this is my analysis of Sun Ketu in the 8th house. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. You don't miss these type of videos. And if you want to know where your sun and Ketu are placed, along with all your astrological details. Check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.